Prosecution will begin to make its case as to why the convicted shooter should be put to death for killing 17 people at Marjory Stoneman Douglas back in 2018.
Former Broward Assistant State Attorney Maria Schneider joins us to give us an insight as to what we can expect. Maria, so let's begin with what should we expect to see and hear in court today?
Well, very similar to when you have a regular trial, there will be opening statements today. The prosecution begins. Former State Attorney Mike Satz will be giving the opening statement for the prosecution. The defense has the ability to either proceed with their opening statement right after Mr. Satz finishes, or to reserve that right and not give their opening statement until the state has completely rested and they're beginning to present their case. I expect that the opening statement will be a roadmap for the jury to follow. It kind of gives them an overview of what is expected to come.
In your experience, how challenging will this case be for both sides, and who do you think has the tougher job?
I think it's going to be a very challenging case for both sides. The sheer number of witnesses involved is really, extraordinary. And the emotions, this community is still very raw. These aren't the kinds of events that one just gets over. So I think it's going to be very difficult for everyone involved. I think that the state, in terms of presenting factual evidence, has a pretty straightforward path to follow. I think the defense has a little bit of a tougher hoe to row. Because they have, they're going to be dealing with expert testimony. They're going to be asking the jury to consider things and give them a particular meaning, which is that his issues, Mr. Cruz's issues, his upbringing, his mental health issues in the past have somehow excused this behavior. So I think in that sense, they definitely have a little bit of a tougher situation to confront.
Maria, and just a short time ago, we reported on the jury. Quickly, can you tell us anything about that? There are experts who try to predict what a jury is going to do, and it's very, very difficult. At the end of the day, it's almost impossible to predict what people are going to do. This is an educated jury. It is a jury of 7 men and 5 women. Us lawyers have generalities about what we expect from jurors, and generally speaking, women are supposed to be a little bit more sympathetic than men. But at the end of the day, you really don't know. The whole process is to eliminate the jurors that you think are less likely to see things your way. And since both sides get to do that, theoretically, we end up with the most neutral jury possible. Maria Schneider, thank you so much for your insight.